Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to installment of Scott Selections here for Thursday, May 26th. For today's play of the day, quick recap of what happened yesterday. We had a loss in baseball with the Red Sox team total over 3.5 runs at plus 110 on BetMGM. Red Sox had a bunch of chances, but did not generate enough big hits. They went 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position as the Red Sox finished with 1. On the bright side, gave out another tennis parlay overnight, and that ended up cashing as a reduced straight bet because Fognini ended up withdrawing, but we had the over 3.5 sets in the Schwartzman-Munar match, and that ended up cashing at around minus 190. So still a losing day, but we ended up winning something as we won the baseball. Plus, I mentioned on the joint show that I was a big fan of the Celtics, and in hindsight, I probably backed the wrong Boston team for the play of the day. I was torn between the two, and the plus money for Boston, the Red Sox, won me over, and it should not have because the Celtics were definitely the slam dunk play there. Is what it is. Look for a winning day here on Thursday. And for the play that we're going to go to hockey, looking at a matchup between the Oilers and the Flames, taking place at around 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And for the play, they're going to take a total in this one. We're going to take the over, 6.5 goals at minus 115 on BetMGM. Time recording of 4 a.m. Eastern Time. Couple reasons why I like the over in this spot. First of all, to go through the actual series up to this point, a lot of goals. You have had 3 of the first 4 games in the series with at least 8 goals. So these teams have really been playing no defense at all, a lot of high-quality chances, and a lot of suspect goaltending, which I'll get to in a second. But when 3 or 4 go to at least 8, 6.5 just seems a bit too low. Plus, 6 of the first 8 meetings, including regular season meetings between these teams this season, have had at least 7 goals. So it's been a pretty steady amount of offense, and I do expect that to be the case once again in this elimination game on Thursday night. Plus, Edmonton has been extremely consistent offensively throughout the series, as the Oilers have scored at least 4 goals in all 4 games of the series. So if you think they get to 4 again, then you're in a pretty good spot for the over itself. You could potentially get to 5 because with an elimination game, Calgary might be pulling the goalie down 3 goals late. So Edmonton does a decent chance, in my opinion, to get to 5. But to go through the actual goalie numbers for Markstrom, his numbers against Edmonton in particular have been awful over the last couple of years. In Markstrom's last 20 starts against Edmonton, he has a save percentage of .883 and a goals against average of 3.55. We saw him get pulled last game. He's really been a lost cause, especially after the first goal he gave up last game where he just handed the puck over when he was trying to field the puck behind the net. But I don't trust Markstrom at all. His confidence is at an all-time low, and you want to look at who's the goalie for Edmonton. You have Mike Smith, and Smith had the really funny goal allowed last game where he gave up a goal from about 130 feet, shorthanded. But either way, Mike Smith, we know, is a goalie who has been very hit or miss, and there's a lot of, let's just say, questionable performances in his playoff career. So I don't trust him either, especially facing off against Calgary at home in a must-win game. I do think both goalies should have problems in this matchup. There are several ways really to cash this. Either Edmonton goes nuts again and scores 5, Calgary potentially responds and goes for 4 in a 4-3 game, something like that, or you have the overtime draw where you have a 3-3 game and you automatically win. And I do think there's a good chance that each of these teams get to 3 goals individually. So for that reason, 6.5 is too low for me. And until I see any form of defense between these teams, I'm going to keep riding with the overs. Play that once again here for Thursday, May 26th, going to be on the over 6.5 goals in the Oilers and Flames game. Bye, everyone.